Well, it's Sunday. I think it's June 3rd, 2012. Sitting here having coffee with George. George made some coffee. This is day 5 of the electric hell. We just got back from getting George cigarettes and some air in a tire, which is almost flat. Problem with that
so
air.
It's near the bottom.
Yeah, right. That's true, George. If the tire runs out of air, we're going to be screwed. So we won't be able to pump it back up. Well, back to charging this in the car. It's totally dead as usual. Weird. Oh, there it goes. Nuts. Guess I'll let it run as it's charging. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's gonna take a few hours probably. I keep vamping this battery. And the car's got a bad cooling system, so I can't really let it run very long to recharge the battery. I can't take the cooling system apart, because then I won't be able to start the car at all if I run into a problem. Then won't be able to have a phone, because I have nowhere to plug this in to recharge it. Alright, we're at 6% charge. I'll just leave this in the thing. How you doing? Oh, that's shut off because the batteries went completely dead. Those are completely depleted, so I'm using the set I have that's partially charged. And once these deplete, then I'm going to try to run the inverter off of this car and recharge those 4 batteries. I have a third set that's totally got a full charge on it for this camera. I don't think this partially charged one's going to last very long either. It's reading all red. Yeah, what I guess I'll start doing today is after I go to the library, and start tearing down part of this computer center. I'm just going to have a desk and a couple computers on it. And I'll put the other stuff on a bookshelf or something. I'm going to start clearing out part of this room because I'm losing, it's starting to leak in more and more spots. And I have really no room to get around. So I'm going to have to pull this apart, sadly, because that's something I needed. Yeah, that camp stove George bought actually works pretty good. He's been boiling coffee by putting the basket right under the water held up by a spoon, and then just boiling the water, and it seeps the coffee into it. Pretty cool. And back upstairs, let's see how the dry ice is holding up. It's still cold in there. I'm gonna pull a second roast out. After this dry ice is gone, I'll stick that other one in the regular ice one. Got some cheese. I can make some grilled cheese. Okay, I'm going to just let this one thaw off for a bit. Razors stashed there. The cat can't get them. Alright. Let that thaw for a while. Maybe we'll cook that up tonight. Well, then my last set of charged batteries, these batteries here just died. So I'm ready to run the inverter with a set of 4 depleted batteries. I'm going to grab this hand truck and start moving stuff out of the box truck. I'm going to clear the whole back of the box truck so I can work on it. Yeah, I'm going to use this box here upstairs with a lock on it to stash food, to cut down on it mysteriously vanishing like it's been. It's a pretty nice box. I've had it a long time. Pretty good size. Now to find a dry spot in my living room to put this. There's not really too many. I guess that corner looks dry enough. Well, there we have it. The beginning of my food dry storage area. I have another one. I gotta empty it out yet, but because it's got some tools in it that I'm gonna put in the toolboxes. So I'm gonna just bring it up and put it right next to it. Okay, cool. I prepped the whole area. I mopped it. My house broom mysteriously vanished. So I'm just using the mop as a broom and a mop at the same time. I'm going to get down on my hands and knees and clean this whole area at some point after I get all this rough crap out of the way. Problem is, it keeps falling out of the ceiling. All this crap keeps falling out of the ceiling, and no matter how much you clean, you get heaps of other crap keeps coming down. It's just like a full-time job that I don't always have the time for, because I'm going to keep foraging ahead on different stuff and looking for work and everything else. Which sadly all my phones are off now, so even if one of the job apps call back, I'm not going to be able to get them. My cell phone's on, but I keep burning minutes up like crazy without this other phone being on. And I didn't give that. That's a 757 number from East Virginia, where I was originally going to move. So the people giving out the jobs never call it because it's the wrong area code. That's why I was using the other one. Had I had notice that this electric was going off, I would have forwarded the other numbers to my cell phone, but it's too late now, because it just went off as a big surprise to me. Anyway, I'm going to put the other, that little yellow box over on here, and I'll use that as food storage as well. That should be plenty of dry food storage, dry secure food storage. Yeah, I guess I'll bring this black one upstairs too. I don't think I'll be using it for food dry storage. Well, maybe I will, but I'm going to have to replace that lock because I don't have a key for it. I'm going to bring that up. I'll bring them all up. I'll be in Schaefer City with that. This is for, I'm going to use this on a dump truck or a rollback when I get one. I'm not getting a rollback for a long time, and I'm hoping to get a dump truck soon, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. Yeah, it's full of air hoses, cords, and torch equipment. So I'll just take that all, put it in the downstairs knack box. Man, this sucker is freaking heavy. A lot of stairs to go up. This is going to take a while. They all got like lips. Yeah, I wish I had my hand truck. George's has like puny wheels. This is George's. I had to manhandle that up there, so I guess the steps, I'll just have to roll it up the steps too. Okay, now the fun begins. I'm going to roll this all the way up the stairs. 2 sets of, one short one and one long one. Oh my god, that was killer. Anyway, it's up the stairs. I'll bring that one in and go get the yellow one. The yellow one's full of tools, so that one's not going to be a treat either. I have this old lean 60s style coffee table here. I think I'll bring that in and put some cardboard over it. And put the toolbox I just brought up on top of it. Hopefully my cat's not going to use it as a pee post, because these things are probably worth some money. Well, maybe they aren't. Maybe this one isn't. I see some particle board. I don't care if they're to be used, so that's what I'm going to do. Alright, I'm going to let this area dry while I go to the library. I'm going to try to recapture this room a little bit at a time. I'm going to get a scraper. I got a razor scraper somewhere. I'm going to knock off the remnants of this paint issue up here because it's falling anyway. And then that way it won't keep messing up my floor in this area. I could probably regain about 50% of this living room. Not much I can do with this area here unless I have electric and get a vacuum and vacuum out all the crap that keeps falling out. I get some new fly strips too. This one's light actually, but it seems like I won fly wars here. I don't have too many flies anymore. That was kind of nasty. Took like 6 fly strips. What I got to do is go downstairs and see what kind of paint George has. I don't even care what color it is. We'll just paint one wall one color, another wall another color. Because these walls are bad. I have to clean these blinds too. There's like this fine dust that goes around. I used to run an ionizer, but George did something to it and it broke. So I like to run an ionizer to kill the mold spores. That's the problem. That's what I'm always battling up here. My kitty cat claimed that for his own sleep, and I should put something for him to lay on. Meow. Huh. Weird around. Anyway, that's the video. I'm going to the library. Upload some of the videos, try to catch up. Well, the phone charged up to 48%, so that's not too bad. I'll at least be able to get my texts and calls. I'll finish charging it up when I get back. I got to charge up these camera batteries too. Oh, that's cool. I got the thing for me. I'm in the post office. I got the change of linked account for me. My stock brokerage sent me checks and a debit card. They didn't send me the code for it yet though. And I got a bill for a registration. And I got some paperwork on opting out on a Staples card. I'm going to close it up because they're going to jack the interest up 25% to like 28%. So I'm going to opt out and just close the account, pay it off. Well, I'm going to stop at the library and see what their hours are. Well, now I see why it was closed at 7 p.m. It's Friday, Saturday. It's only open at 5. It's 9 to 9. 4 days a week and close on Sundays because they're broke. Messed up. Jeez, I'm gone all this time and the floor's still wet. This goes to show how much humidity there is here. Well, the floor finally dried, so I put the piece of furniture here. And I cover it up with cardboard and put that box on it now. That should be good. No frills. Yeah, that works perfect. I'll have to empty it out though. Perfect. That's how that usually sits under the truck. I don't know which truck I'm going to put this in. I'm going to clean all this plastic crap. Somebody had it covered with plastic and the stuff biodegraded at one point before I even had it. This actually came with my rollback. When I bought my rollback, I ended up losing the rollback later because when my mom lost her house in Florida, they wouldn't let me bring it back up to Pennsylvania, so I ended up having to blow it out cheap. Alright, I'm going to put the yellow box on top of this, and that'll be beautiful. Well, the truck's starting to get emptier now. I'm going to bring my bicycle upstairs. I got to work on that, get that thing going again. I'll bring that toolbox upstairs too, and the compressor. Not sure what I'm going to do with the welder and the generator. Oh, there it is. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. I'll leave a little side thing there, that way my cat has somewhere to hang out. There's all these different levels. I love this pile. I'm going to keep all my food, dry food storage. Now I can get as much food as I want without worrying about it mysteriously vanishing. I fill these full of Lipton noodle packs and I'll be all set. Yeah, he's really a happy cat now. He's king of the hill. He's the lion. He thinks he's a lion. Now he can be a lion on a mountain. Yeah, he's happy. Look how happy this cat is. Crazy cat, he's got the life. Yeah. He really loves it. Now he can be all up high and everything. Crazy cat. Well, there's George building a fire here. He just soaked that all down pretty good. This is the George method of fire starting.
Yeah.
Why do you use paper? Why don't you just light the fluid?
Well, because boom, the flare up. Why, it's easier that way. That'll burn right off. Then it'll go. It'll catch all of it.
Okay.
There we go. And with the wind now it's good, has a good wind. Once it'll stoke the coals.
Yeah. Yeah, it's almost hot enough to start cooking on already. Put a little Worcestershire sauce and Prego sauce on the top. I'll flip it and it'll sear right in. Doesn't really need any oil. Yeah, that came out perfect. George is in there carving it up. I'm spending a lot of time. It's only 50% charge on my phone. I gotta start charging these camera batteries with the inverter. I think I'm gonna dig out the inverter. Oh, the phone's up to 54%. I got the inverter set up. I put the batteries in the charging unit, and hopefully this won't take too much of a load on the battery and kill my car battery. I think the most battery inverter I can run on this car is 750 watts. This one's about 300 watts. I wish the cooling system was working okay. Maybe I'll cap the cooling system off and run the motor for a little bit, recharge it. Well, here it goes. I had to put this on upside down because reverse polarity because the switch was in the way. It shouldn't matter. This thing should have a rectifier bridge built into it. Okay, here we go. There they go. They're charging. That's for my camera. I'm gonna just leave it in here for a while. And hope for the best. Yeah, the lights are on. Okay, I'm gonna bring my bike upstairs from the truck here. On the way down, I'll bring some spring water. I should really be using distilled water to cap off the cooling system in the car. Should really be using antifreeze, but it's too expensive since it's leaking, and I'm going to drain it anyway. I'll put this upstairs for now. And I'll leave my bike here by my cat's mountain in the living room. He can guard it. Well, it took about a gallon and a half of water. I used up my Deer Park, and then I poured some Crystal Geyser in the Deer Park container and poured in the rest. So, I'm going to start it up and let it and the inverter seems to be working pretty good. I can't remember how long it took to charge batteries. There's voltage regulators in both of them, so I'm not worried about screwed up charging or anything. As you can see, it looks unsteady by the inverter light, but the other two lights are pretty steady for the batteries, so it should work. They'll last a few days once they get charged up. So far there's no water rolling down the street. Yeah, this is the most boring part of having no electric. I'm just hanging out in the car, waiting for the stupid batteries to charge. You really take a lot for granted with electricity. Well, this battery's getting kind of low, so I guess this is going to wrap up today. I don't know how much is left to charge. Still red. So anyway, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a good night.